All right, good morning. Pulling out the driveway, trying to get to the office on time. Y'all, whew. It feels like I'm starting the morning off with heartburn, which is not good. Like, it is not good. Y'all, I'm gonna have to take some, see if I got any Tums in here. Good morning. As you come in, let me know the city, state, or country that you're coming to us from. I'm always curious to know that. Good morning. And it's a bright one. So let me figure out where I want to set my phone. It's bright out here today, which is fantastic. Absolutely amazing that it is bright out here. Okay, let me figure out if I got to move my phone around. Because this sun, it is... Oh, someone bought a badge. Let me see if I can see who it is. Thank you, 402 Marine, for buying a badge. Thank you. Good morning. Hi, Diana from Hampton. Good morning. All right. So this talk is for the fellas. I got to talk to the gentleman this morning. I'm going to move my phone because, yeah, I can see that this sun... Ooh, this sun is a beautiful thing. And y'all, it's been raining off and on here. I put in my garden on April 1st. Let me move my phone. Excuse me, y'all. So I put in my garden on April 1st. And although it has been a little chilly, am I traveling? I'm driving. It's been a little chilly, but it has been rainy, which is really great. And now I'm hoping it'll get sunny and it'll get warm again. Okay, so again, perfect weather for my garden. Every day that it rains is a win for my garden. So I just been out there tending to my plant babies and, you know, seeing how everything is growing. So far so good. It's going to be a good season. We had a very mild winter. And so I expect to have a brutal summer because we barely had any winter. So we shall see. I got to put down stuff for the fleas and the ticks and the grass and all that good stuff. But this conversation's for the gentleman this morning. Okay? So depending on how I'm feeling, y'all know who I'm coming for. If I'm coming for the ladies, if I'm coming for the gentlemen, if I'm helping out the ladies, if I'm helping out the gentlemen. Okay? I am an equal opportunity. I'm coming for you. Okay? So those who don't know me, those who don't know my platform, stop coming over here talking crazy. You do not have enough knowledge about me and my platform to talk crazy. I want you to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. When I am committed to a content creator's platform, like when I'm looking at the things they post, when I'm regularly looking at their lives, when I'm regularly commenting on their posts, okay, I'm invested into that person and their content, right? So I feel like, okay, I know this person. I kind of got the gist. If I've been following them for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, I kind of got the gist about their page, about their platform. And I do feel like I can speak on it. But it's a lot of people that come over here. You don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know how I do things. And you want to flippity flap your mouth, like you're going to get seen to the door. It's that type of stuff that I just cannot stomach. You don't know me like that. Okay? Don't come in my DM. Don't come in the comment section, you know, talking crazy. And you don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have faithful followers that's been rocking with me since the beginning. They are the people that I will take constructive criticism from. They are the people that I will actually listen to. Because I'm like, yeah, this person knows my platform, knows my, you know, they know what time it is. But some of y'all that don't know me like that, don't do that. Don't do that. That'll get you kicked out of the live. That'll get you kicked off my platform. You don't know me like that. Nothing irritates me more than somebody rolling up on me that don't know me like that. And they are trying to advise me or trying to get too personal with me. That really irritates me. It really irritates me. You don't know me like that, you know? And out here in the real world, let me say this. So out here in the real world, there are people in this real world that have the audacity, right? There are some men, some women they have the audacity to try to say something to me about something, or just kind of roll up on me, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. You have to be within my inner circle. You have to be someone I admire and respect and trust. You have to be someone safe. Don't roll up on me like that. Okay? That's a real fast way to see the back of my head. Like, I'm going to go about my business. Anyway, that was the little rant for this morning. Back to the gentleman. Back to the gentleman. Women have changed, gentlemen. Just like men have changed. We've all changed. Whenever we have a huge shift in our world, so whether that is the industrial age, whether that is the agricultural, so let me see if I can get it in order. Agricultural, industrial, what was after that? It's something after that, and now we're in technological. We are about to shift again. Our world with AI, we are actually about to shift again. And I'm curious to know what this new shift is going to look like, what it's going to be called. But through each of those world shifts, those societal shifts, men and women adapt. They need to adapt to these shifts. So if we were still stuck in the agricultural stage of our society, of our world, people would be growing their own fruits and vegetables. They would be having chickens in their backyard. They would be, having goats for goat milk or cows. But most of us, 99% of us, do not live like that. We go to a grocery store, we buy what we need, we don't sew our own clothes, we don't take the wool off of a sheep and do sweaters with it. Most of us do not live that way anymore. There is a very small percentage of people around the world. Well, I shouldn't say around the world. It's probably bigger around the world. But in the U.S., there's a very small percentage of people that live like that. Okay? Because we are no longer in the agricultural age. And even in the industrial age, we've outgrown that. People are not working factory jobs like they used to. People are not joining the military in droves like they used to. We have surpassed the industrial age, okay? We are now in a technological age, and we're about to shift again. So we have more people now working office jobs, more people working computer jobs. We have more people using their mind instead of their muscle. Men, to some extent, have been slightly left behind in this way. So men are not getting as educated as they used to. They're not, there's not as many like physical labor jobs. And so men are kind of being left behind. They have to make the shift. They have to adapt. And that means they've got to start using their mind over their muscle. They've actually got to use their brain. They've got to start flexing their intellectual muscle, because there are just not as many factory jobs. There's not as many physical labor jobs. We have to adapt. Okay? And just like back in another age where men were the primary breadwinners or the sole breadwinners, women stayed at home with the children. Women were homemakers. Less and less and less of that. Okay? We don't see that as often. And let's go here. We actually have role reversal going on right now, which y'all know I can't participate in. I can't participate in the role reversal. We have women who are out earning their husbands, who are out educated. They're more educated than their husband. They're out earning their husband. And they are the primary breadwinner, or they are the sole breadwinner. You've got a very tiny percentage. It's not a big percentage. It's a tiny percentage of men who do stay at home with the children. It's still very tiny, but growing. But primarily what you have today, and like I tell y'all all the time, I would not want to be y'all. I don't want to be y'all, okay? You have what is now the advent of the egalitarian marriage. You have the egalitarian relationship. And that's where the man and the woman both work. They both provide financially for the household, okay? And this is where it got some of y'all hemmed up. The expectation is that the man and the woman will both provide the child care and the domestic duties. That's what got a lot of y'all hemmed up. Okay? Because the reality is, most men, not all, but most, you all, it's in your DNA to provide. It's not in your DNA to, nurture and to nest and to, that's not in your DNA. Okay, sorry. Immortal Minds, thank you for buying a badge. Good morning. Thank you. So it's not in you to do those things, right? And it's like, that's the reason why a lot of women will say, I have to tell my husband what to do. I have to tell him the dishes need to be done. I have to tell him the laundry needs to be done. I have to tell him who's going to pick up the kids. I have to tell him about the doctor's appointments. Because I'm being honest with you all, it is not in a man's nature to carry that mental load like women do. It's in our very nature to do that. Okay? It's just our nature. I'm going to move my phone again because y'all is bright out here. Okay, that's better. Okay, good. I can see the comments. I couldn't see the comments because the sun is it's burning me up. So we need to adapt. That is the solution. We're going to have to adapt. And because our brains, because our wiring, our system is thousands of years old, like you technically have more in common with your great grandfather than you think. You have more in common, than you think. Your brain is still the same. Your wiring is still the same. Your nature is still the same. But we have got to adapt if we're going to do this thing. We cannot fight against this. Well, it's in a woman's nature to do all of that. Okay, but she's also working. She's also working outside of the home. You understand? And last I checked, gentlemen, I had a lot of gentlemen say, you can't make it off of just my income. Okay. Again, I hear you. Okay. Like I said, you're not going to get any pushback from me. If that's how it has to be in your household, that's how it has to be. However, you will have to adapt, gentlemen. You will have to take on some of the mental load. You will have to be more involved in childcare. You will have to be more involved in domestic duties. The other option, which is I give a lot of couples this option. I am a single woman and I take this option. So that's why I don't understand why the couple is not doing it. But I am a single woman. And what I have decided to do is leverage my expertise. I leverage the knowledge that I have. I leverage my education, right? I leverage the fact that I specialize in something. And doing so has made me a good amount of money, right? I'm able to make $150 an hour, $200 an hour because I have a specialized skill. I have a degree in something. I have a license in something. I have specialized in something. And so you're not going to catch me cutting my grass. You're not going to catch me repairing things around my home. You're not going to catch me cleaning my home. I don't know what's up with the balloons, y'all. What's up with the balloons? I don't know. My phone is doing some weird stuff. But you won't catch me doing any of those things. You will not catch me doing any of those things. And anything else that is something that I'm not good at. You won't catch me creating my website. You won't catch me editing certain videos. You won't catch me right now. I'm finally finishing up my audiobook, but you won't catch me doing the final edit of that because I did not get a degree in that. I don't have years and years of experience doing that. I am specialized in something. And so you're going to find me doing that. That is what makes me a good amount of money. And for me to go out there and cut my grass for 2 hours, well, I have a son anyway. So I have a son, and when he can't do it, I hire somebody to do it. But you're not going to catch me doing that. You're not going to catch me blowing my leaves. You're not going to catch me raking my yard. You're not going to catch me doing that. And I love nature. There have been times where I've done it because I love nature, but you're not going to catch me doing that because that is like paying someone $200 an hour to do that. That doesn't make sense. Okay, to take an educated person and to put them outside to blow the leaves or cut the grass, I could make $200 an hour doing what it is I'm designed and educated to do. I'm going to call, Jose, I'm going to call, Pablo, and I'm going to have him cut my grass. I'm going to pay him like $40 an hour. Okay. And then the rest of that, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to create some content. I'm going to, create a couple videos. I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to make money doing that. Okay. So we have got to adapt, and men have got to adapt. Men have got to adapt. All right. Let me check your comments really quickly. Nazareth Gates says, sis, I listen to you all the time, and most of your content comes from a biblical perspective. But if we go there, we'll have to look at the roles God created man for and the role God created woman for. Nazareth Gates, I do not disagree, right? I do not disagree with you. I'm 56 years old. When I was married, we had gender roles. We welcome gender roles. We welcome biblical roles for men and women. Well, let me keep it 100. Let me keep it 1,000. Y'all don't want to figure out how to do that. Y'all don't want to do that, right? Men keep saying they don't want to work more than 30 or 40 hours a week, or they don't want to get a second job. I'm hearing this regularly. I am regularly hearing men say, my wife must work. My wife must work full time. And okay, what am I to do with that? Right there, we're out of order. If you have babies, and last I checked, only the woman can birth the baby. Only the woman can nurse the baby. To expect your woman to birth a baby and 6 weeks later leave that baby with a stranger, that's unnatural. We're out of order. We're out of order. So y'all don't want the other message. When I tried to give y'all the other message about, hey, try to work it out, try to figure it out, try to put a woman in her, God-designed gender role, y'all don't want to hear that. And guess what? A lot of the women don't want to hear it. So I'm not even saying it's all the men. A lot of women don't want to do it. That's where we are now. Women don't want to stay at home with their child, which is like mind altering. Mind altering. When we were going through the pandemic and I heard all these people complaining about being with their kids, I was like, look at this. Okay, the real Miss Lady Di. My parents have been married for 53 years, and my mom has said this about men. They need a lot of guidance to get some things done. Finger gestures. I'm not sure what that is. What is the subject matter in your book? It's written for women. Both books are written for women. The first book is written for single women. The second book is written for women in relationships. And it's all about, for single women, how to choose a good man. For women in relationships, how to be a good woman in the relationship. Okay. Oh, what about pruning your rose garden? Okay. I don't have roses. That's the one thing I don't grow. I grow lilies. Let's see. I'm just checking for your comments. I still believe in gender roles. That's how I was raised. My mom stayed home. Yeah, I do too, because I know it's nature. Like, I'm going to be honest with you all. I don't believe in putting my canoe in the river and trying to paddle upstream. That don't make no sense to me. I don't believe in doing that. But, I'm older now, and younger women are saying, oh, Anita, that's so old-fashioned. That's so antiquated. So, okay, do you. Do you. But here's what I am seeing. Here's what I'm seeing, though. I'm seeing women take on the role of a man, and in my opinion, they are no longer good at being women. Like, they have literally relinquished the most powerful thing about themselves. They're taking on the role of a man. They're going out and working. And I mean, these women are working jobs, like stressful jobs. They're working, jobs with a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress and a lot of hours. Like, it blows my mind. And y'all, that's why I work for myself. Because when Anita need a break, Anita take a break. Like, Anita, what I see, 20 clients a week. If I feel stressed, I might be at 23 clients a week. That's when I start getting stressed. 23 hours a week, I feel stressed. But Anita worked for herself. Anita has learned how to leverage her time and her expertise and the things that she do in this world. I've learned how to do that because I am feminine by nature. I'm not a workhorse. I'm not a man. My body is not raging with testosterone. I don't have upper body strength. Okay? I don't solely think logically. I'm a woman. And I embrace being a woman. I'm the girl. And I 100% embrace that. But women now don't want to be the girl. They don't want to be the girl. They sure don't want to stay home. Yep. Thank you, Miss Lady Di. They sure don't. A lot of women have had jobs when they were single, get married, and still want to keep their job because of it being used to the independence. But there is no independence in partnership. Those two things are juxtaposed. And I have to tell women that all the time. You are not independent. If you are married to a man, if you are living with a man, if you are partnered with a man, whatever you want to call it, you are no longer independent. That's silly. That's a silly concept. You are interdependent. You are interdependent with that man. You depend on him, he depends on you, and together everything should work out great. But you are no longer independent. That is silly. I tell women to their face, stop saying that. If you have a husband at home, you're not independent. I'm independent. I'm self-sufficient. I have no husband at home. I maintain everything in my world. Yeah. So, like I told y'all in another live, I could actually afford a wife. A wife would help me out tremendously, especially a good one. A good wife? Shoot. I'll take one of them in a heartbeat. Yeah, come on in this house. I'm going to give you a place to live. I'm going to give you a car to drive. Now, I'm going to need you to do all this housekeeping. I'm going to need you to prep meals. I'm going to need you to, keep my schedule straight. I love it. I love it. So, and that's what I did. I did that for a prominent doctor. I made sure everything outside of his job was smooth sailing, okay? And you know what? You know what happened? That man was able to go to the stars, the moon, and back because he was like, it's a whole side of my life I'm not managing. It's a whole side of I don't do none of this. I don't do none of this. And gentlemen, if I'm being honest, now this is the truth though. And the lady's not going to like this, but there aren't many women out there like that now. And that's unfortunate. There aren't many women that'll do something like that. They'll support you in your dreams and your goals. And, either they don't know how, they're not like that. Okay. So, they just don't know how, or they don't want to. Let's be honest, they don't want to. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Let me look at your comments. All this feminine energy and masculine energy is confusing men and women. It should not. If you have the proper teacher, it is not going to confuse you. Let me tell you there's two teachers, a man and a woman, that taught me about masculine and feminine. And this is where I send people every time. Do not listen to anyone else, because these two people are the two people that taught me. These two people. Don't listen to anyone else. Number one. Here we go with the balloons again. What is going on with my phone, y'all? Number one, Dr. Patricia Allen. I want you to Google her name. I want you to buy every book that she's ever written. I have every book that she's ever written. I even have 2 books that are no longer in circulation. That has been my feminine and masculine energy teacher. I have verbally talked on the phone with her over and over about it. Okay, so I always contact authors that I am just blown away by. I send them an email. I try to find a number for them. I contact them and say, oh my gosh, this book has changed my life. So that's the first person, Dr. Pat Allen. Number 2, Dr. John Gray. He has written over 45 books. I don't have all 45. I have not read all 45. I'm working on the book I'm listening to now by him is the 10th book that I have bought and either listened to or read. Dr. John Gray, he is the famous author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. So I gave you a male teacher on relationship polarity. I gave you a female teacher on relationship polarity. Pick one or both. Here we go with the balloons again. Pick one or both. Okay. Read everything by them. They believe this despite the wholeness of marriage. I know, it's crazy. Good morning. Do you take insurance? If you live in the state of Virginia, I sure do. I take most insurance. Okay. If you live out of the state of Virginia, we will be coaching. Okay. That's what I can do outside of the state of Virginia. All right. I'm so ready to be a wife. Doing both is hard. It is. Women should come with that from their mother's rearing. I agree. And that's where I got it. I got it from my mother and my grandmother. I got it from my mother's sisters. I got it from my grandmother's sisters. I got it from women in our church. Yeah. But see, we have no community, y'all. Community is dead. Community is dying. That's the problem. There is no community. There is no playing out in the street and you do something you ain't got no business doing. And Sister Mary down the street or your neighbor that, what are you doing, Anita? Does your mother know you down here? And her giving you the business and then sending you home so your grandmother or your mother can give you the business. That is gone. That doesn't exist. Yeah. It does not exist. It's because they believe they can do everything. Yeah. But really, in essence, it's like the woman is the lock and the man is the key. Those things go together. And let me tell you something. You put a good man and a good woman together, magic happens. Magic. The world shifts when you put a good man and a good woman together. You put those two energies together, y'all gonna see something. You gonna see some greatness. But that we were made for each other and we lack community. So it's like there's so many problems right now in the world. We lack community. We lack, connection. We don't have real in-person, real life connections. We don't have real life friendships. We don't have real life relationships. It's crazy to me. Yes, Dr. Patricia Allen, Dr. John Gray. I am not sure about men needing prodding to do things around the house. In some cases, the issue might be that the way the man does a particular task or his timing of doing tasks around the house is different, I assume. Oh, the hand gestures. Thank you. He says the balloons are due to your hand gestures. Okay, let me put my hands down because you're right. I keep seeing these balloons. Different from women expect. Okay. But here's the thing. If there's a lady, or I don't know if that was a lady or a man that made that, I think it's a man that made that comment. So that's where you sit down with your woman. Yes, it was a man. You sit down with your woman and you let her know you're not going to do it the way she do it. Like straight up. I tell husbands that all the time. Sit down and tell her, I'm not going to do it the way you do it. So here are the two options you have. One, you can do it yourself and do it and it'll be done exactly the way you want. Two, I can do it and it won't be done the way you do it. Me, the way Anita work, because I'm not going to do everything. You go on and do it, boo. You go on and do it. Go on and do it, boo. You do your best. You do the best you can, but it's one less thing that Anita's going to do. The family is the immune system of the society. Agreed. No families, no black society. Agreed. The elders are too busy being young. Oh, Lord. Diana, you said it. I ain't saying she said it. They stopped wearing wigs with gray hair. You said it. And why? Make it make sense. Why would I want to do what young people do? Why would I want to run behind young people? Why would I be all involved in my children's lives and their friends and what music they listen to and what they doing? Why would I want to do that? Like, make it make sense. I'm the elder. I'm the role model. Why am I trying to emulate them? I can't make this up, y'all. I don't understand it. I keep trying to help people age gracefully. That's what aging gracefully is. Aging gracefully is taking all those years of knowledge and wisdom, all those hard knock lessons, and applying them and having the most beautiful, amazing, peaceful, wonderful life you can have, and looking good doing it. That's what I do. I age gracefully. You see this? Let me get closer. You see this? This is what aging gracefully looks like. I do not listen to Sexy Red. I do not listen to Cardi B, or, the closest I could say maybe was Little Kim. And y'all know that was 20 years ago. But these girls now, and what's the other one? The Ice Spice and all. I don't listen to that mess. That's mess. Okay? Them girls ain't talking about nothing I'm on. What I look like listening to that mess. Come on, y'all. But she said it, not me. Definitely no more community these days. Yeah, it's sad. It's gone. It's gone. Look, y'all, back in high school, so we had sports, we had choir, we had drama club, right? And you had all these different groups in school, and we all hung out. I was in all these groups: cheerleading, track team, field hockey. All these was my community, right? And then you had the kids who hung out at the mall and worked at the mall. I was a part of that group for a while. You got your churches. You got kids, that was going to college, kids that were just working. I had, because I went to college, then left college, and then I was in a band, was singing in a band or whatever, and then went back. But and then you have sororities, you have fraternities, even when you're in college, you have all these groups in college. And it's once people leave college, once they leave grad school, there's no more community. There's no more community. It's gone. It's over. And people don't go to church. People don't, they have sports leagues. They have other things you can do to build community. They have Meetup, which I actually love. Meetup. Stop going on dating apps. Join Meetup. And join several meetups and go out to meetups and become a regular at meetups. Build a community so people can actually know you and know your vibe and refer you to people. Oh, so-and-so is really nice. What do you think about so-and-so? That's how you do it. But we're relying on so much technology. And y'all, this is what you need to know. And then I got to go because I'm looking at the time. This is what you need to know. Your brain is, again, thousands of years old. It cannot comprehend and keep up with the technology that we are experiencing. It cannot keep up. That's why we have more depression. That's why we have more anxiety. That's why we have more mental health problems. The brain was not designed to be on this device 24/7. So right now, I average an hour a day on Instagram. So that's either doing a live or posting content. That's it. An hour a day. The other 23 hours, I am out in nature. I am sitting in front of a client. I am talking to my kids. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating something. I'm doing anything else but being here. Keep in mind also, I do not watch television. This is it for me. Y'all are it. Okay? Y'all are it. This is my entertainment. Okay? Y'all are it. I don't watch television. I read. I listen to books. I'll watch a YouTube video about something to learn about something, but that's it. Y'all, this is it. You really can't go to them for sincere advice. Yeah, that's sad. Only a select few. Yeah, because these older folks, man, they different and in a bad way. They different, all right, in a bad way. You are what you listen to. Yeah. I have learned that even as a man capable of providing all the bills does not ensure respect from even a kept wife. This is one of the things that scares me from getting married. But you know what, sir? You have got to vet. And not only you vet, you've got to have some strong women in your life vetting. One of the greatest things that I offer to my male friends is a measure of vetting, right? I went to a singles event 2 Sundays ago with my male friend. And I was like, not her. I was like, Oh, no, she's nice. Okay, go over there and talk with her. Look, I even took a picture of him talking to this one lady. I was like, yeah, she seems nice. Yeah, what's she talking about, right? But you need some female friends. You need some women around you to help you vet women. And then you need to learn how to vet women. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Women like me, women are, good women, faithful women, loyal women. And feminine women, they're definitely in the minority. They're definitely in the minority. right? But they exist. And you need to have people in your life that can help you vet them. Okay? Meetup is not strong here. Oh, dang! I love me some Meetup. Yeah, he picked wrong. A great woman adds value. Yeah. We need more sisters like you. God bless you, beloved. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I think women like me are in the minority. And our standards are high. You know, our standards are high. Like I always tell people, we only have two options. Women like me only have two options: to be gloriously single or to be partnered with a king, to be partnered with a masculine, healthy, emotionally available man. We cannot do anything in between. Most of the people out here in the world today, so you got the gloriously single, they doing all this in the middle. That's what they doing. The situationship, the friends with benefits, the hookups, and see, they doing all this in the middle, and dating people and ghosting them and all. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm good. Now, what I will do is I'll have close friends of men, of women. I'll have groups of people that I connect with. You know, I'll do that all day. And that is how I practice my relationship skills. That is how I practice being vulnerable. That is how I practice being securely attached. You don't need a romantic partner to be securely attached. You can practice those skills with your family. You can practice those skills with your friends. You know, you can practice those skills with your colleagues. Okay, but yeah. Yes, I am definitely a lioness, that's for sure. But thank you so much. I do protect my chastity. Y'all never gonna, I'm gonna end with this because I gotta go. You never gonna see my cleavage, okay? You never gonna see, you know, my bustier. You never gonna see my backside. You never even gonna see my tummy, okay? Like, you, that's for my husband. That's for my husband. This is a well-wrapped gift waiting for the day that my husband unwraps it. I wish more women thought like that. He says, sounds like I need to learn how to vet women. You do. Unfortunately, I do not have close women friends that live near me. Yeah, but even on the phone, you know, tell them the story. What do you think? So my best male friend and I, he sends the women's profile pictures from dating apps, and I can tell I'm like, not her. He send me what they write. Not her. She got the nose ring. She got tattoos all up in here. You know, I can tell a modern feminist type of woman that is going to be difficult. I'm like, not her. I can tell by the way they look. I can tell by what she write. And people get mad when I do that. Well, you judging a book by its cover. Baby, sometimes you got to do that. Okay? You got to judge a book by its cover. But anyway. All right, y'all. Have a fantastic rest of your day. It is gorgeous out here. The sun is shining. But thank you for joining me on this live. I appreciate you all. And as always, stay open to love.